Hi there guys, so it's 2 days after Wadapalooza and I'm spending most of my time doing yoga this week, recovering from the competition and prepping for both the Granite Game qualifiers and for Wad on the Waves. So I hope you guys enjoy this 45-minute power yoga video. This is power yoga, it is not yoga for athletes, so I want to make that clear right out the gate. But let me know what you guys think of it. I had a lot of fun filming it, and I hope if you guys competed at Wadapalooza this week that you're feeling pretty good and recovered too, and I hope you had a really great sleep the Monday after. So drop me a comment below or send me an email, redcheetahyoga@gmail.com, or you can find me on social media at Nikki the Fairy or at Red Cheetah Yoga. Have fun practicing.
Begin in child's pose. Big toes touch, knees wide. Sit your hips back to your heels and reach your hands forward. Spread your fingers and ground your palms into your yoga mat. Take a big breath in through your nose. Loud breath out through your nose. Relax your jaw and close your eyes. Loud, slow inhale. Loud, slow exhale. Rise up to all fours. 3 cat-cows. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your back. Breathe in, arch. Breathe out, round. One more rep. Arch, gaze to the ceiling. Exhale, round. Scoop your tail. Neutral spine. Reach your right arm to the sky. Thread the needle. Right arm goes under your left armpit. And wrap your left arm around your lower back. If you have access, grab onto your right quad with your left fingertips. Draw your left shoulder blade into your midline. On your next exhale, bring your hands back to your mat. Left side, thread the needle. Reach your hand to the ceiling, and then underneath your right armpit. Right arm wraps around your lower back and twist through your thoracic spine. Loud inhale. Loud exhale. Big slow breath in. And as you breathe out, come back to all fours. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Ground through all 4 paws. Press through your palms to push your chest to your toes. Pedal through your feet, bend one knee and then the other. Keep your hips high. Do that a few more times on each side and then settle into stillness. Loud inhale through your nose. Loud exhale through your nose. Drive your heels to your mat, lift your hips to the ceiling. 3 more loud breaths. Lock your gaze to the space between your feet. Walk your feet to the front edge of your mat. Grab your elbows with your hands. Hang in ragdoll. Soften your knees. Shift your body weight slightly forward so you have more weight in the front of your foot than your heel. Drop your head down to the ground. Drop your hands. Right hand to the ground, left hand to the ceiling. Push your right hand down as you reach your left hand up. Big breath in and breathe out, switch sides. Keep your knees bent in this pose. Press your hips back and the crown of your head forward so your spine is straight. One more inhale. And exhale, right hand down. Walk your feet to touch. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Roll up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Your head comes up last. Reach your hands to the sky. Get tall. Easy back bends. Palms touch, dive, forward fold. Drop your head, nose to shins. Halfway lift, step back, high plank, low plank, up dog, down dog. Through your whole vinyasa, stay on only your hands and feet. Keep your knees and thighs off your mat. Loud inhale, loud exhale. One more breath in. Cleansing breath out. Breathe in your biggest, and as you breathe out, look forward. Step forward. Half lift, fold. Mountain, back bend. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, soft knees, flat back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Inhale loud, exhale loud. One more breath in. Complete breath out. Inhale big, and as you exhale, look forward, step or float forward. Flat back, fold. Mountain, rise, bend back a lot. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga dandasana, step or float, upward, downward. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose. Breathe in and breathe out, float forward. Lengthen, fold. Mountain, fold. Halfway lift, float. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale once, exhale once. Look forward, travel forward. Flat back, fold tight. Rise. Chair pose. Inhale. Exhale. Spread your fingers wide. Engage your hollow belly to scoop your tail under. Exhale, fold. Flat back, plant your hands, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Right foot forward, warrior one, rise. Bend your right knee to 90 degrees. Right toes point to 12 o'clock, left toes point to 10 o'clock. Both feet totally flat. Hands to your mat, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Left side, warrior one. Square your hips and lungs forward. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Ground with equal pressure through both feet. Big breath in, and as you breathe out, hands to earth, chaturanga. Upward facing to downward facing. Inhale loud, exhale loud. Look forward, go there. Half lift, fold. Chair pose, forward fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga dandasana. Upward facing, downward facing. Right side, warrior one, rise. Hands to earth, chaturanga. Up face, down face. Left side, warrior one, chaturanga dandasana. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Victorious inhale. Victorious exhale. Float forward. Half lift, fold. Chair pose, fold. Half lift, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Right side, warrior one, chaturanga. Up face dog, down face dog. Left side, warrior one, chaturanga. Breathe in, up face. Breathe out, down face. Inhale. Loud exhale. Travel forward. Flat back. Fold. Utkatasana. Chair. Fold. Flat back. Chaturanga. Upward. Downward. Right side. Warrior one. Hands to earth. Up. down, left side, warrior one. Hands to the ground, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Humble warrior. Interlace your fingers at your low back, dive forward. Right shoulder on the inside of your right thigh. Point the crown of your head down to your yoga mat. Focal point is the arch of your left foot. Hands to earth, Vinyasa, flow. Without obstruction you go. Left side, Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Humble warrior. A warrior pose means you stand at attention, that you're committed to stepping into your purpose. Loud inhale, and exhale, hands to your mat, Chaturanga, upward facing, downward facing. Loud breath in, loud breath out. Inhale your biggest, exhale your loudest. Breathe in, and now walk your feet together, big toes touch, toe stretch pose. Squeeze your knees together, keep your toes tucked under as you bring your hips to your heels. Hands to prayer, thumbs to third eye center. Rock your upper body weight back to land on your feet. If your toes feel like they're breaking off, you're doing this pose right. This is a deep stretch for the soles of your feet and your Achilles tendons. Big breath in and rest in down dog. Stretch your calves, the backs of your knees, and your hamstrings. Ground through all four paws. 2 more breaths. Counter pose. Knees touch, feet touch. This time point your toes. Now if it's too deep of a knee bend, you can grab blocks like I'm doing, one under each hand. Set the blocks up to whatever height you need. The work is stacking your shoulders over your hips to get your hips to rest on your heels. Now grab your right knee with your right hand, lift your shin off your mat. Stretch the front of your ankle. And now do the same thing to the left. If you can hold this pose longer, go for it. My knees are giving me limited range of motion this day. Downward facing dog. Inhale loud. Exhale loud. Noisy breath in. Cleansing breath out. Travel forward. Half lift. Fold tight. Rise up. Bend back. Eagle right side, right leg over, right arm under. Lift your elbows high and relax your shoulders away from your ears. Hips squared to the front edge of your mat. Breathe in through your nose, and as you breathe out, crisscross forward fold. Point your right foot outside your left. Bring the pinky toe edge sides of your feet to touch. Both feet are flat. And grab your legs with your hands and pull in tight. Uncross your feet, big toes touch. Half lift, fold, mountain, left side eagle. Left leg over, left arm under. Add a bend to your standing knee and squeeze your thigh bones together a lot. Loud inhale, and exhale, crisscross forward fold. Point your left foot outside your right. The work is bringing your belly to your thighs. Drop your head. Grab your back leg with both hands and pull in tight. Uncross your feet, halfway lift, fold, reach up and back. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward, downward. Float your right leg to the sky, bend your knee, and flip your dog. Reach your right hand all the way out in front of you and spread all 5 fingers wide. Unflip, shooting star pose. Plant your right foot to the top left corner of your mat and reach your left arm up and back. Lift your hips really high. Left side side plank, left hand down, right hand to the sky. Take any variation that you want. You can keep your legs together. You can take toe lock as shown. If you know any other variation, you can take it. Chaturanga. Upward, downward. Inhale. Loud exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Left side, flip dog. Bend both knees to 90 degrees. Point all 10 toes straight behind you. Lift your hips higher than your heart. Unflip, plant your left hand and bring your right foot up on the outside of your right hand for shooting star pose. Rotate a lot through your upper back. Inhale your loudest. And exhale, right hand down. Swift shift into Vashisthasana, the pose of the sages. Side plank. It's the pose of the sages because it's a pose of shifting your perspective. Big breath in. And loud breath out, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale loud. Exhale loud. Noisy breath in. Noisy breath out. Inhale your biggest. And exhale, right foot steps, crescent warrior. Reach all 10 fingers up to the sky. Lift your left heel high. Lift your heart to the sky, back bends, and then hands to heart center, prayer twist. Left tricep on the outside of your right thigh, split your arms and twist. Bind if you have access, as shown. Left arm goes under your right hamstring, right arm goes behind your low back. You can always grab a strap or a belt or towel to help you. Lengthen your upper back, twist deeper. Press your feet into the ground as you rise up for Warrior 2. Spread your fingers. Feet stack under your hands. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Your focal point is your right middle fingernail. Keep your right foot flat and press your right knee to your right pinky toe. Revolve your warrior. Extended side angle. Right hand down to your mat. You can reach your left hand over your head or move into the bind. Ground through your feet a lot. Pull both shoulder blades into your spine. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. One breath in. One breath out. Expand your lungs. Contract your lungs. Left foot steps, rise, crescent. Big breath in. Easy back bends. And exhale, hands to heart. Prayer twist. Right tricep to left thigh, split your arms and twist a lot. Bind if you have access. Inhale. Exhale. Noisy breath in. Complete breath out. Inhale, Warrior 2. Precision on your feet. Arms, shoulders, hips, and left thigh are all parallel to the long edge of your yoga mat. Pull your belly button into your spine to scoop your tail under. You don't want your butt sticking out. Revolve your warrior. And then extended side angle. Forearm to quad or hand to the earth. Or take your bind. You don't have to do the same version on this side that you did on the other side. If something new feels better, take it. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe loud through your nose. Hands to earth. Chaturanga. Sorry, that's my dog, Sparkles. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Loud breath in. Loud breath out. Step forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Prayer twist to your right. Split your arms, gaze follows your right thumb. Squeeze your knees together so your hips, knees, and shins stay parallel to the top edge of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Separate your feet hips width. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Drop your head and bend your elbows way out to the side. Shift your body weight slightly forward, more weight in the front of your feet than your heels. Deep prayer squat. Option. If you can do crow, you must do crow. Plant your hands, spread your fingers. Bring your knees to the topmost part of your triceps, wherever that is for you. Gaze is forward always. Forearms are vertical, pointing straight to the sky. Shoot your feet, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Reconnect with your breath. Loud inhale. Loud exhale. Look forward. Float forward. Half lift. Fold tight. Sit low, reach high, chair pose. Twist. Left side. Press your arm into your thigh. Lengthen your whole spine as you inhale and soften and twist deeper as you exhale. Biggest breath in. Loudest breath out. Forward fold, feet hips width, gorilla pose. Slide your hands underneath your feet, toes connect to your wrist crease. Drop your head. Belly connects to thigh. Lock your gaze to the back edge of your yoga mat. Crow pose, or deep prayer squat if you're not quite there yet. Spread your toes wide, bring your big toes to touch. Float your heels to your sit bones and gaze straight ahead. Shoot your feet, chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. Trying is doing in yoga. Inhale loud. Exhale loud. Come out of your head, land in your body. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, shorten your down dog. Stack your shoulders over your fingers. Kick your right leg to the sky. 3 switch kicks. Switch your feet in midair, and on number 3, land on your right foot for a standing split. Grab your right ankle with one or both hands and fold really tight. Keep a soft bend in your knee. Flex your left toes to your shins and keep your hips squared to the ground. Bend your left knee, plant your left foot outside your right ankle, go into Lord of the Fishes. Bring your left tricep to the outside of your right leg. Push your leg away, twist, look over your right shoulder. If you can bind as shown, go for it. Your left arm will go under your right knee and your right arm wraps around your low back. You clasp fingers or use a towel at your low back. From here, press back up into standing split. Right foot is down, left foot is to the sky. Warrior 3. Float your thigh and torso and arms parallel to the ground, and then drop your left hand to the ground for Twisted Half Moon. If you can bind as shown, right hand goes for the pinky toe edge side of your left foot, go for it. Airplane, hands to heart, pause, and then right hand to the ground, left hand to the ceiling for Half Moon. Option to bind. Bend your left knee, grab the big toe side of your left foot with your left hand. And you can use blocks as shown. I use them because this pose feels better when my spine's parallel to the ground. Half lift, inhale. Fold tight, exhale. Halfway lift, Chaturanga Dandasana, upward, downward facing dog. Inhale big. Exhale big. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, shorten your down dog. 3 switch kicks, starting with your left leg to the sky. Left leg up, jump, jump, switch, and land on your left foot for standing split. Grab your ankle with one or both hands and fold really tight. Flex your right toes to your shins, open up your hamstring. Oftentimes I feel that standing split in the back of my knee. It gets really tight there sometimes. Go into Lord of the Fishes. Right knee lands outside your left ankle. Left leg, left knee is into your chest. Option to bind. You don't have to if you can't do it. But if you can, you must. Sit up tall as you inhale. Twist deeper as you exhale. Line up your chin with your left shoulder. Big breath in. Twist more, breathe out. Unwind. Press back up to standing split. It does take a lot of strength, so don't feel bad if you can't do it. It took me a long time to get it. Airplane, hands to heart. Twisted Half Moon, right hand down, left hand to the sky. You can bind. Your right thigh bone is always parallel to the ground in this pose. If you're binding, kick your foot into your hand a lot. Now Half Moon, left hand down, right hand up. Stack your left lung over your right. If you can bind, do it. Loud inhale. Loud exhale. Both feet down. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold tight. Mountain. Back bend. Right side dancer. Right foot to right hand, grab the big toe side of your foot, add a tiny bend to your standing knee. Kick and press, kick and press. Now if you're looking for variations, you can walk the top of your foot into the crook of your elbow. Bring your left bicep to your left ear and clasp fingers to bind. Find a focal point for balance. Tree pose. Right foot to left inner thigh. Reach your hands to the ceiling, get tall, inhale. Back bend, exhale. Right foot down. Left side, Naturanjasana, cosmic dance with the universe pose. Drive your collarbones to square forward. Can move into the deeper variation again on this side if you so choose. Get the top of your foot to the crook of your elbow. This is a step towards getting King Dancer, which is grabbing your foot with both hands. Tree pose. Take your time getting there. There's no rush. reach your hands to the sky. Loud inhale. Loud exhale. Both feet down. Big toes touch. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale. Step your right foot back. Goddess pose. Toes point to 12 and 6 o'clock. Knees point to 12 and 6 o'clock. Elbows to 90 degrees, upper arm bones parallel to the ground. Thigh bones parallel to the ground. Lift your heels up off your mat and walk your feet 6 inches closer together. As you lift your heels higher, press your knees out wider. Hollow out your belly to scoop your tail. Double standing hip opener. Forward fold. Plant both feet flat. Point all 10 toes straight ahead. Halfway lift, flat back. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers and forward fold. Bend your elbows way out to the side. The work is trying to bring the crown of your head down to your yoga mat. Soften your knees so they're not totally straight. They're not bent either. Half lift, pivot on your feet, go into triangle pose. Point your right toes to 12 o'clock. Reach your left arm to the sky and bring your right hand to the pinky toe edge side of your right foot. If you can't quite reach the ground, use a yoga block. Pyramid. Drop both hands down, shorten your stance 6 inches. Widen your stance to hips width. Right toes point to 12 o'clock. Left toes point to 10 o'clock. Fold over your front leg to bring your belly to your thigh. Both knees are straight. Both feet are flat. Press your right hip to the back edge of your mat. Twisted half moon, lift your chest. Left hand goes outside your right foot. Reach your right hand up to the ceiling. Gaze follows your right thumb. If you're having trouble with balance, widen your stance wider than hips width. Drop your hands, pivot on your feet. Wide-legged, side-facing forward folds. Now create a new variation. This time I'm going into classical headstand. If you've never done classical headstand, this is not recommended. You can stay hanging out in wide-legged forward fold or move through any other variations that you may know. If you already have a classical headstand practice or a tripod headstand practice, go ahead and take it on. 3 breaths once you're inverted. Really slow breaths. And then exhale, float your feet down to your mat. Lift up halfway. And now triangle with your left leg forward. Heel of your left foot is in line with the arch of your right. Reach your right hand up to the sky. Both knees are straight. Feet stance is long and wide. If it feels good to back bend, take it. On your next exhale, pyramid. Square your hips to the short edge of your mat. Both knees straight. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale loud. Exhale loud. Look up halfway and twist. Right hand goes outside your left foot. Reach your left arm up to the ceiling. All 20 digits spread wide with vitality. Loud inhale. And exhale. Drop your hands, wide-legged forward fold. Drop right down into frog pose. Both knees bend to 90 degrees. Flex your toes to your shins so your toes point to 12 and 6 o'clock. Your shins are parallel to each other. Take your knees out as wide as you can and make sure that your hips are in line with your kneecaps. That means your thigh bones are parallel to the long edge of your mat. can stay on your forearms. The full expression of this pose is sort of like a split with your pelvis all the way down on the ground. Focus on the sound your breath makes. Breathe slower and deeper. Slow motion, come out of this pose. Lie flat on your belly and bend your knees to 90 degrees. Grab your feet or shins with your hands. Floor bow, rise. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop down, turn your head to one side and close your eyes. Bend your knees, one more floor bow. If you have access to your shins, grab your shins and flex your toes to your shins. Kick your feet into your hands to lift your belly off your mat. Float your thigh bones off your mat. All the muscles in your body are relaxed in this pose except your quads. Drop down, turn your head to the other side, close your eyes, and pause. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Ground through all 4 paws. Look forward, travel through. Lie on your back, bridge pose. Point your feet to 12 o'clock, knees bend in 90 degrees. Lift your hips, walk your shoulder blades under your ribs. Interlace your fingers, press your palms together. Forearms flat on the ground, punch your knuckles to your toes. Lift your chest to your chin, big breath in, expand your torso. And loud breath out, lower down nice and easy. Full wheel, plant your hands over your shoulders, push the ground away, rise up to all 4s. Try not to overarch your lower back in this pose, keep your core slightly engaged, and use your quadriceps. If this is too much, you can always do bridge. Drop down. 1 inhale. Loud exhale. Plant all 4 paws. Your second of 3 wheels. Rise. Try easier to go a little deeper. 3, 1, 2, and 3. Lower down. Inhale big. Exhale big. 1 more breath in. And as you breathe out, get set up for your last wheel. Try your easiest to go your farthest. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drop down. Supta Baddha Konasana. You can remove any ponytail you might have in your hair that won't let your neck lie flat. Butterfly position with your legs. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Another arm option is to bring your arms overhead and grab your elbows as shown. Let your muscles soften away from your bones. Happy baby pose. Grab the pinky toe edge sides of your feet, arms go on the inside of your legs. Knees bend in 90 degrees. Hollow out your belly, press your tailbone down to your yoga mat. Your entire spine is flat. Point the soles of your feet to the ceiling. Big slow inhale. And as you exhale, straddle split, straighten your knees. If you have access to toe lock with a flat tailbone, go for it. Otherwise, you can move your hands to your inner thighs. No matter what, keep your knees straight. You don't have to grab your feet. Loud inhale. Loud exhale. Hug your knees into your chest. Cross your left leg over your right thigh. Twist your lower back by dropping your legs to the right. Right arm drapes over your legs. Turn your head to the left. Close your eyes. Big inhale. Loud, slow exhale. Loudest breath in. Complete breath out. Inhale loud and slow. And as you exhale, bring your legs center. Uncross your legs and cross them in the other way. Right thigh over your left. Drop your knees to the left. Shoulder blades stay flat on your mat. The closer you bring your knees to your elbows, the deeper the stretch in your lower back. Loud inhale. Loud exhale. Bring your knees into your chest. Kick your legs up. Shoulder stand. Squeeze your legs together. Press the balls of your feet up to the sky. Walk your elbows as close together as you can. Palms of your hands press on your back and point all 10 fingers up to your feet. Plow pose. Drop your feet over your head. If your toes can connect to the ground, you can place your hands down on your mat. Option to interlace your fingers to add in a shoulder stretch. Bend your knees. Bring your knees to your ears for deaf man's pose. Move slowly into this one. This stretch can be pretty intense. Biggest inhale. And exhale, straighten your legs. Slow motion. Roll out. Fish pose. Slide your hands under your hips, prop up under your elbows, puff up your chest, drop your head, and open your throat. Close your eyes, puff your chest up a lot. In a world of cell phones and computers, this is one of the best poses you can do to open up those muscles. Lie down flat on your mat, hug your right knee into your chest, knee down twist. Option to straighten your right knee to get deeper into your low back. Loud inhale. Loud exhale. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, hug your knee into your chest. And now take your right knee out to the right. Press your left hip down with your left hand. Option to straighten your right knee. You should feel a stretch in your right inner thigh, and the work is keeping your left side body totally flat on the ground. Hug your knee into your chest. Switch sides. Straighten your right leg, hug your left leg into your chest. Take your left leg to the right. Shoulders stay flat on your mat. Option is straighten your left knee to get deeper into your low back. Close your eyes and relax your jaw. Hug your left knee into your chest. Inner thigh stretch. Anchor your right hip down with your right hand and bring your left knee out to the left. Push both legs down to the ground with both hands, and the closer you bring your left knee to your left shoulder, the deeper your stretch. Option is straighten your knee. And now Shavasana. Squeeze all your muscles together, lift your arms, head, neck, and shoulders off your mat, and then drop into dead man's pose. Feet wide, hands wide. Close your eyes. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh out. Surrender to gravity. And let everything go. With closed eyes, roll to your right. Make a pillow with your right arm and draw your knees into your chest. Pause. With closed eyes, slow motion, sit up. Bring your hands to prayer, third eye center. Namaste.